Hello, yes, it's the Today Show, and yes, it's me, Suzanne Parker. Today we're at Christchurch Community Centre in Purley, where we're about to meet Boris Johnson, who's going to launch part of his manifesto for the Mayoral campaign. Hopefully we'll get to have a chat with him later, and we'll bring you all the news from the day.
Everyone, welcome to Christchurch Purley, and I thank very much Christchurch, and particularly my good friend Reverend Tracusis, for hosting this event today. Much appreciated. This morning, again, thank you for turning out. We welcome very much Boris Johnson, Mayor of London. He's chosen Purley, the centre of the south of the borough, which is Croydon, which of course is the dynamic economic powerhouse of London, which we've said many a time. Well, very much Boris Johnson is going to come along today. He's chosen Purley to announce his manifesto on growing the economy in London. So please give Boris a Purley welcome, and thank you very much.
It's great to be here in Croydon, Purley, as you rightly say, it's the powerhouse of the South London, indeed the third city in London, as I think it should be, don't you? Yeah. A campaign I'm delighted to wait. My approach is, I hope, more practical and more realistic about what London needs. It does, of course, it needs courting international investment, and we will certainly step that up, particularly during the Olympics, to drive more investment in London. London House will be in City Hall. We will be entertaining, reaching out to businesses of all kinds, but on creating a platform, it's a growing London economy, creating a platform for business, national and international, to invest in our city. And the stuff we've done over the last 4 years, the things we're going to do in the next 4 years, they focus very much, as everybody knows, on transport infrastructure, housing, the jobs those investments bring immediately. We're talking about Crossrail, the tube upgrades, the housing programme. We've done 52,000 new affordable homes. Yes, a record number for any mayoral term. We're going to go on from 2011 to 2015 to do another 55,000 affordable homes, 55,000 in that period. Those programmes together, Crossrail, 14,000 jobs, the tube upgrade, 18,300 jobs, the housing programme, 104,000 jobs, all of those together, plus the regeneration schemes in the Royal Docks and other areas, they will generate about 200,000 jobs. But that's just the beginning, because what those things do, the Mayoral Development Corporation in Stratford, this whole arc of opportunity, is they create the platform. They create the platform for business to invest in. And there are all kinds of ways that we are stimulating out of London business in town centres and high streets. And the Out of London Fund, which has been one of the most popular things I think we've done, the Out of London Fund, and hugely successful in giving a boost from Tottenham, Croydon, Bromley, Harrow, and some things are of course happening with hardly any intervention from politicians, aren't they? Some amazing things that attract. But the London economy shows a natural ability to discover new avenues. I'm thinking of Tech City, where politicians burble on about it, but actually what's happening is that the private sector is getting in there. And the number of firms in Tech City who are engaged in devising these fantastic new apps and bits of the digital economy that I'm afraid my children now understand far better than I do, those firms have multiplied in the last 18 months by, I think, a factor of 3. It is going up the whole time. Congratulations. But there's always time, and I know businesses across Croydon can do it and will do it. We've already, in our programme, encouraged the creation of 54,000, I believe, new apprenticeships. And I congratulate everybody who's involved. Tim Campbell, my ambassador for apprenticeships, and Peter Rogers, everybody who's been involved. But we want to go much further and much faster with getting apprenticeships for young people. Because I believe this has been a very tough time for the economy, hasn't it? And too many young people have been out of work, losing self-esteem, losing confidence, unable to think of themselves as employees. It's much, much better under any scheme that you devise to get them into a place of work and to give them the cunning to survive in that place of work, to show them what it's like to compete in a place of work. And that's why I believe so passionately in apprenticeships. And we will massively expand this. We will do 1,000 a week over the next 4 years, 1,000 apprenticeships a week. We think we can do it. We want to go up to 100,000 by the end of this year.
Well, we're going to leave Boris for now, but we're going to be seeing him again a bit later down in Mercedes-Benz on Purley Way, so stay with us. We're now at Mercedes-Benz in Croydon on the Purley Way, and I'm joined by Colin, a member of the team, who's going to tell us a little bit more about the Mercedes apprenticeship programme. Colin, hi.
Hello.
We've been hearing from Boris about his commitment to providing apprenticeship schemes to get young people back into work. But of course at Mercedes, you're no strangers to apprenticeship programmes at all. You've been running them for a number of years. Could you tell us a little bit more about it here?
Yes, our apprenticeship programmes are for passenger car, for commercial vehicle, for the technical and for the parts departments. They're 3-year programmes, and they not only meet all the requirements of the apprenticeship criteria of the framework, but also of what we need in Mercedes, what our customer is, the dealerships. So we do a bit more than just the minimum criteria, so that we can provide young people to the dealership who hopefully will stay for a long time and become part of the family.
Okay, and what kind of age range do you look at for apprentices?
We like to take them straight from school because they're fresh from learning, they still keen to take knowledge on board, so that way we feel that we can get more information to that young person and help them to progress and develop and build them. And we also, it's not just about teaching them what they need to do the job, but it's also helping them with some transferable skills into other areas of their life.
And how long does an apprenticeship programme last for before they're qualified?
It's 3 years. 2 years to meet the criteria of the framework, and the 3rd year to up their skills to prepare them better for what we want from them at Mercedes-Benz.
And what kind of success rate do you have from your apprenticeship programme here?
Our completion from those that we take on that see it right through to the end is in low 90%. So we're running currently about 92–93% overall success rates.
That's really impressive actually. So you're obviously doing it right and people are engaging with it. So if somebody was interested in maybe taking up an apprenticeship scheme with yourselves, what would they do?
What we do is we encourage everybody to go onto our website where there's a link where they can leave their CV, they leave their details. And what we do, we just started now actually, we just started taking on for September recruitment. And to give you an idea of how difficult it can be sometimes to sift through all those, last year we took on 130 apprentices and we had just short of 8,000 applications. This year we're taking on another 150.
Okay, but people shouldn't be disheartened, definitely apply.
Oh, most definitely, yes, yes.
And what would you say to other employers thinking about starting an apprenticeship scheme? Is it a good thing to do in your experience?
It's got to be the way forward for the future of your business, because you're developing people into your business who are learning the way that the job should be done with the kind of customers that they're dealing with. So if you're thinking about a future for your own business, you really should be thinking about an apprenticeship.
That's a great message. Thank you very much, Colin.
You're welcome, thank you.
Good morning, Simon. Good morning. Hello. very much. Yes, okay, yep. How's that? And what are you working on?
This is C-Class, and I'm doing a service on it.
A service on the C-Class?
Yes.
And what's gone wrong with it?
What's gone wrong with it?
It's all doing right. How can you, with this great coil on it, how can you make sense of it?
It's all well.
No, you understand. So you look at that and it's sort of just a jumble of it.
No, they slowly taught me everything I need to know about the product. Yeah.
You enjoying it?
Yeah, it's great fun. Going on 2.5 years.
Are you going to stay there?
I've got no reason to leave. I like it.
I'm joined now by the Mayor of London, Boris Johnson. Hello, thank you very much for taking time out to speak to us. So you're in Croydon today launching part of your manifesto.
Never away from Croydon. What we're doing today is talking about the economy in London. It's appropriate to be in Croydon because it's got such an incredible potential over the next few years. Talking about some of the things to trigger growth. Transport infrastructure is obviously crucial, and we were discussing the overground rail that's already in, improvements to the Thames Link scheme that we want to put in. Also, of course, the tram link, which is so popular, so well used. How can we expand that? We've already put on 6 new cars. We need to take that forward. But then talking also about housing, how to get more affordable homes so people can live in the neighbourhood, improve the quality of life in Croydon. Have a bike hire scheme here in Croydon. You could do that. But also things that improve the neighbourhood, so town centres like Purley, Sutton, Croydon, putting investment into the streetscape, benches, trees, things that improve the look and feel of the area. There's a great scheme, as you know, for Wellesley Road. And then also making sure that big projects like the shopping centre go ahead. At the moment, as you know, there's a contest going on. That's good for Croydon. It's good that there's a lot of money that wants to come into the area. My job now is to make sure all that happens in a tidy and efficient a way as possible. And also, we think we can do all this, deliver growth, jobs, investment in transport in Croydon, whilst bearing down on people's council tax and reducing the taxpayers' burden from City Hall.
Okay, well, we're here at Mercedes. You've been having a look at their apprenticeship scheme. One of the things that you've pledged this morning is a big commitment to apprenticeship schemes. How are you going to make resources available, and you're going to make it easier and more accessible?
What we're doing is expanding the apprenticeship scheme that already has 54,000 people going through. Now we're going to get up to 100,000 by the end of this year, 2012. We think we can do another 250,000.
this is the motor of the London economy. If you can get firms to take on young people, that'll benefit the firms, but it will also give those young people the chance of escaping the consequences of this recession and getting into a place of work. So talking to some of these apprentices here, you can see how much they've enjoyed it, how much they're benefiting from it. And it's a great scheme. The resources we're putting into it are not just in supporting the apprenticeship scheme, but also trying to support the small businesses that can take on young people. We've got a new £70 million fund that we can use to give small businesses cheaper loans and to help them face some of the costs they face. Like business rates are very tough at the moment. We want to help businesses with them. If you do that, you can then encourage them to take on more young people.
We missed out on city status recently in Croydon. Will we ever get it, Boris? Do you remain committed?
Well, I think it's ridiculous. I mean, why Chelmsford? Well, I'm sorry to say. I mean, I don't have nothing against Chelmsford, but why? Or why Perth? Got nothing. Croydon is an obvious candidate. I think it was disappointing. I think it was an excellent bid. I continue to support it, and I remain convinced that this is an area of real massive economic potential. As I said earlier on in my speech, old Nicolas Sarkozy in Paris himself has instructed the suburbs of Paris to imitate Croydon, and that is imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. They're right.
Boris, fantastic note to finish on. Thank you very much, and I'm sure we'll see you in Croydon again soon.
See you again soon.
Thank you. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed coming with us while we followed Boris and had a chat with him, and I hope you enjoyed our visit to Mercedes as well. They've got a fantastic apprenticeship scheme going on here, and they made us feel so welcome. I do recommend that if you're looking for a car, you come down and pay them a visit. Well, that's it once again, but I shall see you very soon on The Today Show.